Welcome to this special edition of Buncombe Life. We're here, and it may be a little noisy. We're going to try to talk loud today, but we're here at the Asheville Transit Station. Used to be at Pritchard Park, now it's moved. If you ride the bus, you're very well aware that they've moved. They're making a lot of changes to Asheville Transit, and we wanted you to be one of the first to know about it. ART, Asheville Redefines Transit. I am here with somebody who can tell me all about that, but I'm not going to attempt your name. Tell us what your name is.
I'm Mariate Echeverry.
Mariate. I love that. That's so pretty.
Thank you.
And you are Asheville's Transportation Planning Manager.
Yes.
Okay. And tell us some of the changes. I know probably the folks that watch us are familiar with the transit buses that run all over Buncombe County, but y'all have made some significant changes to transit just recently.
Yes, we revamped the whole transit system on May 21st, and we did many things. We increased service twice an hour in the main corridors. Mm-hmm. It's a big improvement. Mm-hmm. So we have now 2 buses going on the 5 main corridors that are Merrimon, Patton Avenue, Haywood Road, mm-hmm. Billmore Avenue, and Tunnel Road.
Those are the main. That's the piece for most people ride, I'm
yes,
sure.
Yes, and the ride doesn't go to the end of the route, but the most dense part of the route is covered by 2 buses. So if you are, let's say, from here to on Merrimon to Ingalls, you will have 2 buses every half hour.
Wow.
So that is a big improvement.
That is a huge improvement.
Yeah. The second thing we did is we eliminated the gap between day and night. We used to have different numbers for the day routes and the evening routes, mm-hmm. and there was a gap in between. That about 1 hour or 1 hour and a half, we kind of compressed those 2, and now they have one single number, mm-hmm. which is easier for the rider to understand. They don't need to learn different numbers
for day and night.
Right. And it doesn't stop. It stops only when the service is
now, when do the buses run? That brings about a good question. They start at what time in the morning and run until?
We are starting up around 6, most of the buses, mm-hmm. and so the end time depends on the route. The route that ends the latest is E1. Mm-hmm. The last bus leaves the transit center at 10, and W1 does that too.
Okay.
So that's more or less the range. Yeah. And we analyze the ridership to determine which buses we're going to run later. And based on ridership, we cut service earlier in some of the routes.
Right. Now, you talk about ridership. Let me ask that question. How many riders are there on Asheville Transit?
Well, every year we have about 1.5 million riders. And
wow.
It's a lot of people using transit. It's about 125,000 people per month.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot of people. If you don't ride the bus, you don't realize that. But if you'll look at our buses, they're full.
Yes.
Almost every time I see one, they're full, and we've seen a lot of people getting on and off here today.
Yes, with the changes, we have seen that there are very popular routes like E1. E1 is the most popular route so far.
Yeah.
And that is very exciting.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. So, well, going back to the changes,
yes.
we have also eliminated all the deviations, or most of the deviations. The system used to go to apartment complexes and shopping malls. In some cases, the property owners have asked us to leave the property. In other cases, the Transit Master Plan recommended mm-hmm. eliminating those deviations for on-time performance mm-hmm. and also for safety issues, because right. the buses were turning in places that were not adequate for a bus to be turning around.
Right.
We eliminated most of the dial-a-ride service, and dial-a-ride was kind of a demand response service where you call the transit center,
right.
and the bus was going to pick you almost in front of your door.
Yeah.
And so some of those were eliminated, and the ones that were kept are part of the route.
Right.
So the driver knows that the trip is always consistent. It's not going to change in the middle of the day.
That's perfect. That really helps.
Yes, that helps with on-time performance. Mm-hmm. We have created 2 new routes. One is the Route C that goes from the Emma neighborhood to the Bleachery Boulevard shopping mall, where the Walmart calls.
Right,
yes.
the Walmart down there by the river.
Yes. And that route is completely new. We never had something, and that doesn't come to the transit center.
Ooh.
So that is a completely new concept,
Right.
And it's a very popular route too.
Yeah.
If people want to come downtown, they have to transfer, and but if you want to go from east to west,
You don't have to come here.
You don't have to come here.
Yeah, and all these routes you're talking about, I picked these up, and these are great. You can get these online, or you can come here to the transit center and get
Yes.
these. And these are the routes. It's like E1, which I'm guessing is East 1,
Yes.
East 2, West 1, West 2, West 3, West 4. There's a lot of west.
Yes.
There's the C that you were talking about. But they're all listed, and all the maps are on here, so you can find out where the buses go. That's great.
Yeah, and this is another change we have made, which we have been working on rebranding the system. So the new brand is Asheville Redefines Transit, and we are associating that with how the buses look.
I love it.
So now they are green and
Yeah.
blue, and we are going to see more changes on the buses, on the color scheme.
Yeah.
And that also
Yeah.
included changing the name and the number, and putting a more direct understanding.
It's easy
because
to
it's
understand.
Easy,
Yeah, and then on the back it tells you the single ride is $1. That's still a good deal, but there's also some discounted rates you can find out about. Ticket books, monthly passes, annual passes. It's all on here. I'm sure it's all on their website, which we'll put up for you too. But then I noticed here you said you're going to get some new signage out here that will correspond with this too.
Yes, we are going to do some work on the art station in this during this fiscal year. We are going to paint it to reflect the new brand, and do some ADA improvements, and also all the signage is going to change. We are still working on that.
Yeah, that'll be good
So
too. I have to say, I thought ART standing for Asheville Redefines Transit. I didn't know it was redefined. But that works too.
Yes.
So
yes,
that's
it
all
does.
good.
And what is interesting about this is that there was we hired a marketing consultant to do the rebranding, and so they organized focus groups, and the community was the one deciding what name was going to be out there.
I like it.
Yeah.
I really do. And I love the new look. I think they look great. I know some of the stuff that you're going to do coming up soon, some of it, is you say holiday service. It's just been...
It was just approved, holiday service.
That's
We are going,
good.
yes, it's a step forward, and we are very excited. It's going to be what we call a reduced service. It's going to be on the main corridors and only main routes, and we still don't have a date for that, but it's going to happen during this fiscal year.
Well, now how about Sunday service?
Well,
I know a lot of people have asked for Sunday service.
yes, that is a big wish.
Yeah. So, but that's on the list.
It's
So
on
people
the
know
list.
it's on the list. It may
Yes.
not be ready, but it's on the list.
Yes, and council is aware of that, and I'm sure that they are working on trying to get the funding for Sunday service. And then in the future projects, we just received funding from the state to acquire a vehicle location system, and what that does is to give you real-time information where the bus is, so you know where your next bus is. So if you are at the bus stop, you just look at your you can receive a text message on your phone, and you see that the bus is coming in 5 minutes, or the bus is
that's
delayed.
great.
Yeah, I think that is going to be a great help for riders.
So y'all have done, to sum it all up, y'all have done some great things to make the bus easier to get, easier to find, easier to use, and more helpful. And at this time is really great for people because, as you can see, there's tons of people riding the bus.
Yes, it's convenient. It's a very convenient service, and now with more frequency, it's much better.
Much, much better. And there'll be changes even coming in the future.
Yes.
Is there any one thing that you want the folks at home to know about the changes that have come to Asheville Transit?
Well, I think that the changes are very recent. We still need to give time for people to get used to the changes, and what I will ask the audience is to give a try. It's a very easy way to go around. If the person doesn't know how to do it, or has a little uncomfort going and getting into a bus, we can help them. We can indicate how to do the trip. We can even do a one-on-one assessment and go with them and help them ride in the bus. So
That's
give it a
wonderful.
try. It's very cheap. It's reliable, it's safe. We have wonderful drivers.
Yeah. So if anybody at home is watching and they say, well, I've tried to use it, but it's too hard, they have any questions, who can they contact?
Well, they can contact the main number, 253-5691, or they can contact us at iride@asheville.nc.gov.
Okay, iride@asheville.nc.gov. We'll put all that up for you. Thank you for talking with us, and we'll come back and check on some of these a little later on and see how y'all are doing on them.
Great, thank you.